That's right, yeah, slip behind Bill Cayley, son of James. Great racing at the front of the order in the Class 1. Excellent as well further back in the Classes 2 and 3 as well.
48 Barlow's just made up 2 places in Class 2 there, moved up ahead of Carl Henney and Chamberlain. Well, in fact, Cayley, the other Cayley, that lost out a whole load of places. So I think that there was a number of challenges possibly happening in that Class 2 fight, but still being led at the moment by the 88 car of Simpson, who's actually managed to make a little bit of a breakaway.
And the box to cut battles now have company. There goes Mark McAleer.
Huge speed difference down the straight in there at 997. I think he's passed 3 cars down the straight.
Well, I mean, there's the challenge, isn't it? That you can't necessarily guarantee that those cars are going to see Mark McAleer come in and realise who he is.
Yes.
They should know, shouldn't they, really? That, okay, that's a Class 1 car, let him go. But he has to assume they haven't seen him.
No, so he's going to be offline, which is going to compromise his laps.
Well, he's going to be trying to get through like a hot knife through butter. Here he comes through, still making up some more places towards Agostini. Not sure how high he's going to go. How low do the points go down for?
Points go down to 15th, I think it is.
So he should be still getting some reasonable points. So hence to say, damage limitation for him. But Class 2 is keep off the Barlow that went on the grass on the exit of Brundle and Nelson and dropped down to 11th overall, which puts him 4th in Class 2 all of a sudden. Lost 2 places in that fight for Class 2. Tiny little mistake at the end of the Bentley Straight, basically, isn't it?
That's right. Heslop still leading in the boxes with 4, but then a long gap back to the next car.
Yeah, where's he got? He's got up to 16th overall, hasn't he? And he's actually put a car between himself and Forber now, hasn't he? So he's got a rear gunner.
Mark McAleer already up to 22nd in the overall classification, so he's made, what, about 10 overtakes in that lap alone.
The bad news for him is he's got a long time before he can make up a place in Class 1, because he's in 22nd. In 17th is the next car in his class.
That's right, 10 cars on a lap is video game territory, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Which quite often they quite enjoy doing this, don't they? Coming through the field, getting to make all these overtakes. I mean, I'd imagine at the moment it's probably not been excessively rewarding for him, because he knows that it's the Class 3s. But once he's now up in amongst the Class 2s, it's gonna feel like a bigger challenge for him. I think
he'll realise how much fun he had over lunch on Thursday.
Yes.
Let's not see quite a lot of that. So.
Side for second place. Cayley's got at the inside there of Simon Clark. He's managed to get past Simon Clark there up into second place, as you probably were predicted, really.
McAleer on the attack third.
Yeah, they're side by side. This is going to be the inside line as we get towards the first corner for Simon Clark, last year's champion in the orange, white and grey 28 car. He's going to have the inside line. Riches, is he going to hold it? Yes, he is, just about. Tucked himself back into that first place. Gets lifting him up towards Wilson, but he may well be. Anyone's going to be compromised. Inside line, but to be fair, he's managed to take that speed all the way up to the right-hand hairpin. Hold on to that first, but it has enabled the front two to just get a mini breakaway now.
That has the two 997s at the head of the order now, and heading down towards Agostini. Haley not close enough to Morris to make a move, but he is right in the wheel tracks, and I think potentially a good run through the next few turns could see a slipstream opportunity down the Bentley Straight and towards Brundle and Nelson. Definitely keep your eyes peeled on that battle between cars 2 and 11 for the very front of the order and Class 1.
Into the pits has come another green car, so you don't want to be the green car in this one. It's number 20 Alexander, which now means that Mark McAleer has got himself up into 9th place in Class 1, but then got a long way before he gets to Seagrave in 14th. Mark McAleer is 19th place. But Barlow's got himself back up again in that 48 car into 2nd in class. Sorry, third in class 2, sorry.
Third in class, yes, and a couple of lengths behind Matt Carl-Henny, but Paul Simpson's just got that little bit of gap between him and the rest.
Was it that way that he's showing?
Looks like no.
Back down to the 20 car, so he's been able to do down into the second there.
The top three, Clark's got back with them there, just through the second gear on the 300 circuit. The nimbleness of the Cayman paying dividends, but now of course losing time again down the centre straight. Morris takes the inside, Haley not close enough for a move under the brakes this time. But he is there or thereabouts. They're also going to have to navigate some things on this lap. Sarah Thompson as well. First of the back marker is going to come a factor in this one.
88 and 48 glued together down towards Riches. That's 2nd and 3rd in class 2, Simpson and Barlow. And it has enabled Carl-Henny to scramble away. The 25 car because of comfortably by over 2.5 seconds, but 2nd and 3rd glued together. Barlow working his way back through this field to try and take. There goes the Pink Pig, which gives us the lead in class 3, still Will Heslop. And Fulber is now being passed by Mark McAleer, so still trying to move up through the order is the class 1 car of Mark McAleer. Still trying to keep the other two come up towards the back marker, at which point are they going to encounter Sarah Thompson? And in fact, look at that, a nibble for 2nd place comes from our leaders, from the champion last year, Simon Clark, 23, wasn't quite able to move up on Kaylee, but it's amazing how it changes. They're onto the Bentley Straight, and this is where they're going to get past, so there's not going to be too much in the way of compromise from a back marker, but down the Bentley Straight towards Brundle and Nelson, we're now going to get a challenge heading down there, I suspect, again from Clark. Can I pick it out on CCTV? Not clearly to be able to see. It is just about the same. Flash tells me that in 2nd place is
It's like it's quite amusing that Pete Morris is still 7 points. He was the first driver to arrive.
Good advice.
I think it's more a case of what he'd like other people to do.
We don't know. Absolutely, it's the leader's job, isn't it, to do the work, but if you're unpredictable, you don't know what to do. Jake McAleer
Off the forum.
that's Carl-Henny.
Yes.
The lead, and he's spun it as well. He's gone wide there, and I know from the sim racing that's very easy to do, but he now drops down to 3rd and possibly lower in class 3. Now he's struggling to get it going on the, now he's back on the circuit. He's stopped, so that could have been a problem. There we go.
No, he just overcooked it into the corner, and then once you've got a wheel on the grass after so much rain, no recovery to that. Really inevitable, but thankfully he's now got the car back underway.
Well, what's that going to do with his, not just his overall position, he's lost 5 places, he's now 6th in class 2. I think he's going to get no speed for that one. Well, he's never been that low in class 2, is he?
He's been a constant front runner.
Well, the car behind him trying to get past him is actually Class 1 car, but car number 12, next one back, is the other Kaylee that is trying to put a pass on him.
Jake McAleer now right in amongst the lead battle. It's a 4-car train. He tried to look up the inside there of Clark heading into Agostini, but thought better of it. And now the two Caymans behind the two 997s, of course, in a straight line. 997s will just slightly maybe get a car length or two out of it, in spite of their weight penalty with the equalisation process that we have here in the series. And I mean, even just looking at them down the Bentley Straight, there isn't that much between them in a straight line at all. Sarah Thompson off on the exit of Hamilton, unfortunately, had a little bit of a spin. Let's see if we can get the car going. Just spinning the wheels on the soaking grass. A Box-to-Go rally crossing, it looked like a handball. Hopefully she can get that one underway. She's just looking for a safe place to rejoin.
Yeah, Sarah Thompson's only just managed to get going, so that's good. She's back onto the circuit and underway. What have we got left? We are down to the last lap.
About to cross the line, start the last lap for the front pack.
Yeah, Jake McAleer is right with them. He's definitely more for the lead as we go on to the final tour on the Snetterton 300 circuit. Pete Morris still got the lead in the red and black car number 2, determined to keep this one going. He's got Kaylee number 11 behind him. The good news for Pete Morris is that Kaylee's under huge pressure from Simon Clark up towards the right hand circuit of where they go. Disappears slightly from our challenge.